أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم اعفني في بدني اللهم اعفني في سمعي اللهم اعفني في بصري لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين رب زدني علما رب زدني علما رب زدني علما. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay, now we have started data transmission and we have successfully completed all these objectives: types and method of data transmission, structure of data packet, header, payloader and trailer, packet switching including the role of router in the process, method of data transmission including serial, parallel, simplex, half duplex and full duplex, and the universal serial bus. Universal serial bus. We have completed this chunk. Now, heading towards error detection method. Now, our focus is on method of error detection. We know how to transmit the data from computer A to computer B and using different modes and types of data transmission including serial, parallel, simplex, half duplex and full duplex. You will find all these tutorials in the description of this video. Scroll down and you will find all these tutorials over there. I have thoroughly explained over there. Okay, now let's find method of error detection. Why we use method of error detection? So that we can ensure that our data arrived at our destination uh, without any error, without any change. So these are different questions that we have to go through in this chapter. Okay, why error checking methods are needed? Error checking method following data transmission: parity check, checksum, echo check. These are very important. These checks. Okay, according to exam point of view, IGCSE or GCE O level. Use of check digit to detect data entry error. Okay, check digits are used to detect the data entry errors. Use of automatic repeat requests to detect errors. Then the last part is about encryption, the need for the purpose of encryption, symmetric and asymmetric types of encryption, and use in public and private key, and then that's it. Okay, now let's start. Data is frequently transferred from one device to another. For example, from my computer to your computer, we are sending frequently data, voice data, uh, multimedia data, including text, videos, audios. Okay, the two devices could be in the same building, just like your ICT lab, or school, or any office, or bank, whatever, are thousand of kilometers away. For example, remote location, just like you are, we are sitting in the same city, maybe in a different city. You guys are sitting, and we are still able to communicate with each other. We are sending and receiving files like quizzes, like presentation, irrespective of the distance traveled. The transmission of data needs to be considered with respect to how the data is transmitted. Yes, how we are transmitting data. We are using Google Meet app, and with the help of laptop, desktop, mobile phones, tablets, we are transmitting data. Okay, how can errors following transmission be detected, and can the data be recovered? These are very important questions. Okay, how we can detect the transmission errors and how to recover that data if there is error in our transmission. The role of encryption. The last topic is encryption. We'll discuss thoroughly. Encryption means to making data meaningless, to make sure data that falls into the wrong hands can't be used. Encryption make your data meaningless. When you encrypt your files, your videos, your ideas on your system, that make your data meaningless for the hackers. It is also important to consider ways of checking for errors in data once it has been entered in to a computer. Okay, now uh, we are now jumping directly towards our topic. We have covered all these thoroughly. Okay, now, so I have assigned this as a homework, isn't it? Have you completed this? In our previous class, we were
Well, we have
doing
done this.
this. Okay, now let's start. Second chapter, data transmission. Our topic is method of error detection 2.2. Okay, now the need to check for errors when the data is transmitted. There always risk that it may be corrupted, lost, or even gained. Errors can occur during data transmission due to interference. All type of cable can suffer from electrical interference, which can cause data to be corrupted or even lost. Because there are lots of signals in the air, electrical signal, um, magnetic signal, microwave, radio waves. So if there is an interference, then your data would be corrupted or lost. Problem during packet switching, when we are using packet switching techniques to transfer our data on different routers using datagram or data packet, this can lead data loss or even possible to gain data. Okay, now skewing of data, jumbled up, this occurs during the parallel data transmission and can cause data corruption if bits arrive out of synchronization. That's what skew of data, when your data is not in correct order. Okay, now checking out for errors is important since computers are unable to understand text. Why error checking method are important? Because computers don't make sense of text. Okay, understand text, for example. Yes, if the words are not recognized by its built-in dictionary, computer has its own built-in dictionary. Look at the following example of some corrupted text. This is the example of corrupted text, and this is why the error detection methods are important. So now, who's going to read this text? Try to read this text. Come on, Abdullah Naeem, louder please. Read this text.
I
Start.
couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading using the incredible power of human mind. According to research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in the word are. The only important thing is that the first and the last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess, and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Amazing, huh? Yeah, and I always thought
Spelling.
spelling was important.
Spelling. It's a
Spelling
spelling.
was important. See if your friends can read this too from an unknown source at Cambridge University.
Is this interesting? You find this
No,
text interesting or not?
no.
It's not interesting, but still, your mind will help you to read this text easily. Am I right? So, it means that we, being a human, can read this text easily. But when you are giving this task to computer, so computer need to place all these characters in the correct order and convert into binary numbers. Computer don't make sense of text, images, or sound. Computer will just only understand series of binary numbers, string by 0 1 0 1 0 1. But when we will send the correct task, correct text in correct order. That's why in packet switching, and when we convert the data into small chunks or data packets, we need to add the information in the header, and so that we can rearrange the text at the destination. Otherwise, computer will give you this kind of information. That's why error checking methods are important. Example of data corruption on message. This is example of data corruption on message. Because look at, these are not synchronized data. They are not in a correct order. These words are not in a correct order. So now, while you probably had a little problem understanding this text, a computer would be unable to make sense of. Computer would be unable to make sense of it. Data corruption is therefore a very real problem of computer. Figure 2.3 could be the result of some data corruption following data transmission. Okay, this is why error checking method is important. This is the reason. Okay, why error checking methods are important. That's the reason error checking methods are very important, because computer doesn't make sense of this text. We need to correct it or rearrange it in correct order, in correct sequence. Checking is such an important part of the computer.